Next hour, President Biden is kicking off his clean energy road trip in the battleground state of Arizona. His remarks coming after a major electric vehicle maker files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, a company the administration has repeatedly celebrated as a success. So is the U.S. ready for a green energy transition? Let's bring in our panel. Robert Wolf, former Obama economic advisor and a Fox News contributor. Doug Holtz-Eakin, a former CBO director and president of American Action Forum. All right, guys, so let's just dive right on into this debate here. Douglas, I'll start with you first. As I was getting ready for this segment, I was reminded of this Michigan school district that it got $1 billion to spend on electric school buses, only to then say, it's been fabulous, we appreciate the effort, but the buses hardly work. So is there a major learning curve here that the industry just wasn't ready for?
Oh, I think there's no question about that. I mean, we should just stipulate that in any industry, bankruptcy, reorganizations, liquidations are economic par for the course. It happens. The difference here is we're not following the normal economic course of events. The administration has piled hundreds of billions of taxpayer dollars and tried to jumpstart and create from out of whole cloth an industry and the supply chains for that industry and the fuel for that industry. And it's not ready for the demands that are being placed on it. And we're going to see more failures because the technologies and the business models aren't ready. All
right. So, Robert, this is just some of what we've heard from Biden administration officials praising Proterra and the electric vehicles in general. Listen.
Proterra, a leading U.S. manufacturer of electric buses, batteries, and charging infrastructure. They have since sold more than 1,000 electric buses.
So replacing these buses with clean technologies will create good jobs.
We ought to be the single most significant suppliers of electric buses and vehicles in the world. You guys are getting us in the game. It's going to make a lot of difference.
Okay, so as a result of all that, these companies, suppliers of these components that go into the buses and the vehicles, they've received enormous amounts of public subsidies to then go on to fail. They're on your screen, Robert. So is this a premature push by the administration?
Sandra, thanks for having me on. I actually know both of these companies, Lordstown that filed their specialty trucking and Proterra's buses. And what's interesting with both of these companies, very different. First of all, Lordstown, just to recall, was the one that President Trump touted in 2019 as the manufacturing boom, and Proterra, as you heard, President Biden. So both of these have been highlighted by both presidents. Each of these are specialty EVs, and I would say both were premature to be public sector companies. Neither of them should have been IPO'd. That's been the issue with both of these companies. If they stayed private and they went slowly instead of ramped up this SPAC crazy venture IPO phase, they may have succeeded. But they ramped up too fast. And as you said, and Douglas said, these are not catching on. These specialty type vehicles are not yet catching on. It's going to be slow and it's going to be steady. And it's very different than the electric vehicle market where, look at Tesla. They made an announcement that their Cybertruck was 2 years delayed. It didn't impact them at all. Well, the global EV market's up around 35%. But to your point, Sandra, it is sluggish in the U.S. The EV market, the growth sales is slowing.
Because you've got a consumer that's struggling and an administration that's ignoring that fact, that they've got prices up 16% since this president took office, and that is being ignored. I mean, that little portion of your screen, bottom right, we're about to see the president, we are told this by this White House, he's going to come out and tout his economic policies as a major success. They continue to coin it Bidenomics, Doug. Kamala Harris just said a minute ago, she says wages are up. No, they're not. They're gobbled up by inflation, and real wages are down 3% right now.
So the average person's not getting anything out of this. And so two important points are, number one, these tax reductions, these tax breaks go to very large corporations, and these ones are going broke, and to affluent Americans. Now, in any other circumstance, that would be called trickle down, but this is now what's called Bidenomics. But that's what it is, and it doesn't matter what the average guy is doing because he's not the market. He's not the target of these policies. The really troubling part about this, we've seen this movie before, is once you give the money to a company and they start losing money and they're about to go out of business, will we give them more? Will you see this repeated attempt to say, oh, we didn't make a mistake. Let's put in another couple $100 billion. It'll be fine. So this is really worth keeping an eye on.
Well, don't forget, we brought Jerry Baker on from the Wall Street Journal because President Biden said Bidenomics. It was coined by the Wall Street Journal. It was not intended to be a compliment about these economic policies. It was talking about this administration picking winners and losers, the public sector picking winners and losers in the private sector. That is not supposed to be their world. Real quick, Robert, final from you. Gas prices. They're up substantially just over the past week, over the past month, now $3.82. They seem to be approaching $4. Why isn't the focus on bringing this down? If truly this is an administration that's trying to help the working middle-class American, why are they not talking about bringing these gas prices down?
I only got a few seconds, so I'm just going to say I look forward to the other side of that debate on Bidenomics. Consumer confidence up big, labor market up big, jobs up big, manufacturing up big. Look forward to have that other side of the debate with Douglas.
Okay, while we're also taking on $1 trillion in credit card debt. We'll cover that top of the 2 o'clock hour. Thank you very much. I appreciate the debate, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I will have you back soon.